Hey guys, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are and when you're watching this, welcome to a new vlog. I think this would be the last vlog of the series because today we are heading to Narkanda via Chitkul. So we are in Sangla Valley, gonna visit Chitkul, the last Indian village, and then head to Narkanda se Panchkula. So last 2 days of the trip, uske baad just waiting for the flight back home, that's it. Man, what an experience, what a ride it has been. Probably one of the most fun trips I had without my usual gang. And we stayed in these lovely camps. The amenities are pretty cool. The food was amazing, but what's more amazing is this view. There's a river flowing down. Some of them went there, but I think we're all set to go, leave, bags are packed and ready to go. Climbing up is pretty easy for me. Going down, slightly challenging, only at the hairpins, because you carry so much of momentum. Engine braking can only do so much. You have to brake with the front brake, and kabhi turns mein brake karna very risky, but you can learn it. This is the route to Chitkul. You get broken roads like this. There's 1 or 2 patches where it was completely broken, but majority of it is fine, like this only. It will take it's what, 20 kilometers from our hotel. Chitkul, India's last village. Altitude of 11,320 feet. That's the one. Look at those mountains in the background, yaar. Oh wow, madness. इसमें saddling थोड़ा मुश्किल है यार. Means higher handlebar, taller. But just let that soak in. Finally we reached Chitkul, India's last village. I mean, there is obviously road, but this is the last accessible or motorable village, I guess. Time to stand, put your weight back and hold the tank with your knees and let the handlebar do its job. The bike knows the way down. Oh, the drop to aa raha hai abhi. Bikes handling amazingly well. Gunta. अच्छे से exercise हो रहा है यार. Squats, that was good fun. Initially I was little hesitant, but then it was fine. पूरा river bed में आ गया शायद. That's the view.
I camped right below this tree.
Oh,
3 weeks back.
Awesome yaar. Mast location hai.
With my dog.
Mad location. Nice, peaceful, serene stay here by the river. Thoda off-road. Just chilling, got some photos, videos. This is a shot that I wanted to do since a long time. In the valley, in the riverbed. Chalo, next another 50 kilometers to get to the main route. I don't think I need fuel, so that 50 kilometer stretch will be 2 hours. Uske baad maybe we'll stop for some water or lunch, and then 130 kilometers to Narkanda. We're visiting tonight. Man, these camps look good here. Maybe next time. The man behind all the bikes being in topmost condition throughout this ride. तौसीफ भाई ना आपका नाम? कैसे आप? बाइक तो ज़्यादा काम नहीं दिया ना आपको? 2-4 दिया. He worked for 6 or 7 years at Ducati, Delhi. A really experienced technician. Glad to have such support team in this trip here. Perks of having an organized trip like this one with Eagle Rider India. Check out their Instagram page for more details on what kind of trips they do organize. Our original lunch plan was to stop at a dhaba. It's apparently famous, but we are late by 2 hours, so we stopped to have some snacks. That was scary. Gonna miss these views, man. Look at that winding road going up the mountain, and I can see houses right up there. I can't even look left. That's scary. Okay, my camera is turning, but not me. Take a look at how steep the elevation is down there. Whew. Perfect stop. Madness here. Time to test drive the V4S. We have another 17 kilometers before the lunch break, so gave sir the scrambler and I'm taking the V4S. So this is the push button start, unlike the 950. It's in the basic touring mode. I'm not going to experiment with any mode changes because this screen has a ton of them here, ton of them. It's been a while since I rode the Multistrada. The last time was Rohit's bike, so the cockpit area is slightly similar, not the same. This dash is much bigger. I don't recollect entirely my first ride experience on the 1260 Multistrada, the previous gen one, but this one, the engine is so much smoother. There was a different growl to the L-twin 1260, and this is a V4. So they've gotten the Panigale V4S engine on this. It's very tractable in the first gear. I remember Rochi's 1260 being slightly with a heavier clutch and you need to rev harder. This one seems very smooth. If I remember correctly, when I was riding Rochi's 1260, it was stalling once or twice, not too much. That's mostly because I wasn't used to that bike and the gearing ratios. But this bike, when I first started it, it felt very familiar, yeah. Like hardly any knocking or stalling issues, and the gear shifts are smooth. The quick shifter is brilliant. See, hardly you would notice it unless the indicator changes here. Quick shifter and the blipper both work brilliantly. The suspension is slightly on the stiffer side, but there are enormous customizations on this bike. You can change it from front suspension to rear suspension, preload, rebound, compression, wheelie control, and this can corner brilliantly. No wonder Sar was enjoying this yesterday in those nice lovely corners. This is kind of a Panigale on stills, to be honest. That's probably not the most accurate description, but people can have so much fun here, yeah. Talking about some of the features of this bike, it has radar, which is pretty unique to a bike in this category, and it has blind spot detection. So the radar is for adaptive cruise control, so you can set a cruise control speed and also distance between the vehicle in front of you and behind you. But in India, especially in ghats like these, you won't be using cruise control so much. But blind spot detection might come very handy. I think the USP with this bike is it has the best of both worlds. You get performance and the character of an ADV. So when I say performance, you don't need 200 horsepower. 165 or 170 horsepower itself is quite a lot for an ADV. As I've seen in the last 5 days, this can also be an amazing ADV. You have good ground clearance because this is a V4 but tuned differently. You get nice low end torque and you can saddle here, and that quick shifter helps so much when you're saddling because you don't need to hold the clutch. Your focus is on just going ahead. Only thing I would love to test out is how is the heat management in the city. From what Bipul sir told me, it's pretty good. And it feels so light to ride here, so light. This is probably what, 225 kilos or something. Bipul sir was just getting into Panigale mode and I snatched this. I'm sorry sir, I have to do a first ride impression on this because not many people have seen how a V4S feels. There were media drives, but then for the regular crowd, these raw videos help a lot in understanding how this bike is. You see this big black bit that's kind of coming in the view? You see this black bit? Yeah, that's something that you need to get used to. There is only so much I can tell in a short test ride, but initial first impressions are pretty good here. Ground clearance is pretty good. I'm able to flat foot. It has a narrow seat section, so no issues there. If there is anything I would improve slightly, not only by few margins, is the suspension. I'm used to much softer suspension, so in that regard it's just my personal choice, but 90% of the people who tour on highways with occasional off-roading should be fine on this. Would definitely be in the top 2 bikes whenever I decide to upgrade the 850, if I upgrade the 850. Mind you, in this short span of time I haven't had a chance to fully open the throttle, but I'm sure this bike can do easily about 250 under the right conditions and under the right person. Chalo, I think this is our lunch spot. We'll have some quick lunch and talk about this bike with Bipul sir.
और ये चलाने के बाद तो मुझे इतना छोटा सा लगा मैं तो बूट ही नहीं गियर में
How was it though?
Fine.
Good?
Good fun. I had very good fun on this.
No, after riding this, that would feel not as much fun, I'm sure.
No. Since it is easy to maneuver, na?
Haan. Oh, but this in GHATS is next level, sir. Next level. I wish the suspension was little more softer.
It could have been.
It could have been
On soft.
soft.
You could have done it soft.
Acha, there is one more mode.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I'll show it after that.
No problem.
So in the touring mode, like I had just done it touring.
Okay.
So on touring, the setting can go up to softest.
Softest. Okay. Yeah, that's what I had a doubt while riding. I think this can be softer.
So the preload is on single passenger.
Haan.
See, one helmet, and the front suspension is on soft.
Okay.
It can go up to softest.
Oh, cool.
So
Then I think the question is also answered.
yes.
Please don't mind the audio on this clip. The mic adapter is stuck somewhere in my jacket. Can't get it out. So hopefully this is a good test to see how the stock audio is. I'm sure it's not that great. Anyway, we're just about to reach the resort here in Narkanda. कुछ नहीं दिख रहा है, खाला. थोड़ा लाइट्स एक्चुअली ऐसे जाते हैं सीधा पूरा घुमा के नहीं.
लास्ट में चलेगा.
हाँ चलो boy, we are coming at least 7-8 kilometers inside Narkanda into some remote mountain location. Look how pitch dark it is. I'm sure you can't see anything, but this is like at the top of a hill and we're still going up, and this is in the remotest of locations. If we get signal here na, I'll be amazed. What a resort yaar. What a resort choice though. लगता नहीं है आज रिसोर्ट आएगा. अमर जी तो जा रहे हैं ऊपर जा रहे हैं, टर्न कर रहे हैं, ऊपर जा रहे हैं, टर्न कर रहे हैं. This would be scary to come during monsoon. Trust me. Samar sir, how do you find these places? Always curious. Since the second day.
One has to be a traveler oneself to be first traveling.
हम जब आते हैं ना,
finding and then suggesting.
half an hour पहले रूम बुक करते हैं, हाईवे पे कहाँ है, पास में क्या है बोल के. But this is like adventurous and good. It's pretty cold here yaar. It says 16 degrees, but there's no internet, so don't trust it. There's a lot of wind chill, so even though it's 16, it might feel like 8 or 7. We are staying on a hilltop almost. There's a temple nearby, so I don't know if we'll see tomorrow. Some of them are planning to see sunrise at a nearby spot, but you have to get up at like what, 4:35. I don't know if I can, but let's see.
Yeah, ऐसे ही ले लेंगे.
Sir, आप खा लो.
हाँ मैं तो खा ही लिया. Hot pakoras in cold season है.
And with bonfire.
I actually needed this break probably more than anybody else.
I especially like the village tour that we did. And one more, riding with the MD itself.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
If he's impressed with the riding, you get 25% discount on V4S.
25.
Wow. He will sell it again at 10%.
वो तुम करोगे तो मारो मैं मेरे को.
Last but not the least. Gurju.
It was all disciplined, well planned, but at the same time we had fun for the last 3-4 days. Different terrains, different places, different riding routes. There is nothing I can pinpoint and say this wasn't great. Thank you all thank you for being and riding with me, and thank you for arranging this to happen. Hey guys, good morning. Last day of the trip here. Man, I slept so well last night. One reason why, look at the thickness of this razai. It was chilly outside around 4-5 degrees, but it was so cozy inside this razai. I slept like a baby. By the way, this is the room. We have a furnace, but we didn't turn it on. Yes. Decent washroom, and you have different rooms like these. And then some rooms are duplex, where you have one bed at the bottom and one bed at the top. Nice property here, but it lacks little maintenance, mostly because there haven't been many people here visiting, I guess. So it's very high in the mountains. You want to know how high? Come and show you a perspective. See that? Probably one of the highest spots in and around this valley. Crazy. Chalo, let's have some breakfast.
A few moments later.
You see the background there? That's where we had the breakfast. We had local Himachal breakfast today. I think there was something called Siddu. Sweet and salted, amazing. The sweet one was with khaskhas. Amazing taste here. If anyone's planning to visit Narkanda, definitely come visit this place because it has a very nice vibe to it. As you can see, it's a very huge property and very spacious and clean rooms. Nothing else to complain. And more than anything, the owner is very approachable. So if you want anything, he'll get it done. And the name of the place is Agyatwas, the Himalayan retreat.
Will you take me up?
Ajo. Ready, Amit?
I'm holding on to real life.
Yes, please.
Either we both go up or we both go down.
Good luck. Woo!
Nice look.
Cool. Amazing. Good way to start the day. Beautiful resort. Kya location hai yaar. Amazing. Now the ride down is going to be fun. Kal raat, I don't know how much is visible in the GoPro. It was full dark, but aaj to maza aayega. Thode der ke baad you'll find tarmac actually. So majority of the ride up here is well laid out. See, tarmac. This is the main town of Narkanda. I wouldn't suggest staying in any of these hotels nearby. Just go stay in the mountains. You'll have one of the best experiences you can ever have. It's a forest, wooden cottages feel here. Lovely. And there are tons of hotels in and around here. Since we came from Kaza, the driving has changed from nice to aggressive. Look at how this Celerio guy is telling our bike. These are dangerous people to themselves and others on the road. I think I have been repeating this dialogue too many times, but I'm enjoying the scrambler in these roads here. These nice winding, flat, twisty roads are amazing. And these tires, which look like knobbies, have pretty good grip here. I never expected this tire to have so much grip in a corner. And in the highest of modes, active mode, this bike comes alive. In fact, I can go slightly one leg higher and it is much more engaging than the multi in the Ghats. So another 30 kilometers for a short coffee break. It's almost 1 o'clock, so I think we can have lunch as such. Just parked our bikes there. This is the Wildflower Hotel by Oberoi. Kya property hai yaar.
Good afternoon, sir. Welcome to Wildflower Hotel.
Looks like a palace from outside. Just take a look at the view here. Amazing. Lovely location. Pure premium luxury experience. Just here for coffee though. I wish we can stay here for a night or two. Never had a formal introduction of this person, but whenever he comes to a table or a group, the entire place is lit up.
Do you want me to introduce myself with a second?
Yes, please. If you, or should I? He's the
Adiraj.
Adiraj, man behind Rajputana Jeeps, right?
Yes. Avid enthusiast, as you can say. I love bikes and I love cars. Whenever I get an opportunity, I go out, help friends, and meet new friends, make new friends.
And I loved your company. And a friend of mine who loves Rajasthan too, whenever we ride, he would
100%, please.
would love to come there again. And this is where we join the main traffic. This is the main route from Chandigarh to Shimla. At least we skipped Shimla's traffic. Let's see how the Chandigarh route is. Yeah, another 60 kilometers from Panchkula, so shouldn't take us more than 1.5 hours unless we stop for a chai or something. But it's what, 5:30, so I'll reach by 7 o'clock. The usual time that we reach. Loving this 4-lane guard section, yeah. Having so much fun on this scrambler. I don't think I would have enjoyed multi as much as a scrambler. I don't know, should ride and see, but for now, having super fun on the scrambler 1100. It has enough grunt and bite out of the corner, and it handles so well, yeah. If the chassis was little shorter, it could have handled better. Abhishek. He rides well. No. Crazy lean. Chalo, nothing much to show. Typical route. I think we're gonna hit touch Chandigarh and Panchkula's traffic. Well, catch you guys at the hotel. Amit ji, good ride.
Yeah, bro.
Good ride everyone. Good ride, sir.
Good ride.
Sir. Good ride.
Good ride.
Glad riding with you.
Same here. Thank you.
Ajaz,
Congratulations.
I also need a
completed.
Knowing you on YouTube to riding with you, what a journey, man.
Same here. Good ride, boss.
superb fun, man.
Yoshi.
Wow. Finally.
Good riding, man.
मैडम का आपने ये सारे जाले वो
Are we there?
Yes, everybody. 1, 2, 3.
How's the Josh?
Thank you.